because of different kind of thought on TikToks, YouTubes, polluting their minds. Because drug of abuse is dealing with the mind and the spirit. Because when I was preparing for this, the Lord said to my mind, that's not about drug alone. You are a drug expert, you are a drug specialist. But there are other aspects that is hidden that is also being abused. Sorry, briefly we are going to go through it. From 25 minutes is now reduced to 15 minutes. Okay, now 10 minutes. Briefly we are going to go through it. The any personal thing that you can see me about it. Now, let's start with the Bible. 1 Corinthians 6, chapter 6, verse 19 to 20. And we are going to read also book of Romans, chapter 12, 1 to 3. And I would like us to go through Proverbs 21 as well later. Now, we are talking about drug and substance of abuse. But the Bible makes us to realize that our body is temple of Holy Ghost. We should keep it holy. The drug is input to the system to take over the control of the system. You are not real when you are under the influence of these drugs. Meaning that drug has taken over the steering of your life and destiny. That's why you can see somebody that after taking substance, he can almost slap his own parents. He can talk to his boss anyhow. In his business place, he's so sensitive, so reactive, becomes so emotional, and he's praying on the mountain fasting for customers to come. When the substance you are taking has taken over your life and is making you to bring all these necessary steps for customer service that are supposed to be a center of attention to your business. Even as a student, you started so strong. Your part 1 GP was excellent, 4 point something over 5. But you mingle with these friends that started you before they even got admission to university. And you are missing it gradually. Now, we are reading again from Corinthians 6. It's telling us that do you know that your body are temple of Holy Ghost? Therefore, honor God with your body. Romans is saying, chapter 12, verse 2, do not conform to the pattern of this world. Everybody might be doing it. Every street they might be involved in. If you give birth to a kid and you are going there around some area in this Lagos, you will know there's a tendency. You go to kind of being a gas center, Obalenge center, Agege center, Musin center. You should know the implication of that environmental factor on the mentality of your kid based on what you see. There's a possibility of that kind of kid if the grace is not there and the parents are not being disciplined enough to get it wrong. Now, we want to quickly define because of the young children. Everybody has idea of what we talk about when we are talking. Common paracetamol can be misused. I received call midnight. Somebody took 10 paracetamol. Why? Because something wrong with the girlfriend. So see, I can like somebody loaded, publish some. It's not somebody using Benz, you know, GNT 450, and somebody have premises for his own business in Lekki, you know what it is. Call me night that is doing him somehow. What type of drug? I took 10 tablets of advanced Panadol, which is shooting Panadol. Why, bro? Why will you go there? Far. Some message on girlfriend phone. That's a big. And it's a right drug I use for headache. But it's not about pasta. It's not about codeine. It's not about marijuana. It's not about house. It's not about tramadol. But much more than what we are talking about. Your phone is part of the drug that you are abusing. It's part of substance. And we cannot. Many relationships collapse today because you never give attention. Your fiancé is talking, you are off. You are not releasing something sensible that can give that guy confidence that you have quality and the material to make it to be a good mother that will train kid. Because you yourself are distracted. By the time you get the kid, we should be able to give attention to that kid. No man wants to marry a woman that cannot take care of the kid and take care of the man himself. Because you are the great manager as a woman. But the kind of way TikTok, pimping, everything, dancing, every corner. to abusing substance. Now, let's quickly rest there. A sample of drug abuse, I mentioned almost all of them. Now, why do young people abuse drug? Peer pressures. Curiosity and want. You want to feed, you want to experiment it. Do you know the seller to feed being accepted? Let me be bold. Let me tell you, I'm a community practitioner. We find out now our sister abused much more than our brothers. It becomes scary money. I never see what a man cannot carry. Sisters are carrying it. I cross my toes. No. There's that woman. Lack of proper guidance. How? Many parents are so busy, especially in this part of the world, when lucky. They don't give attention to kids. They are not observing them. Go to public primary school. No, they started abusing drugs. Public primary school. Go to secondary school. Across private. I've interfered in the kids of JSS3. They are watching pornography in the class. In one of the missionary secondary school. They brought the kid for me for rehabilitation. When the service was going on, the boy stood up as the parents gathered watching. Why am I saying this? Phone abuse, laptop abuse. The woman stood up, dragged the boy to the bedroom. Now, what are you doing in the bedroom since? The boy was masturbating. Yes, it's 3. I cover the name of the secondary school. It's one of the renowned missionary school. 4, no drug. Because we are talking about substance abuse and drug abuse. Let's watch that briefly. Now, the consequence of it matters. Let's quickly brief 2 minutes. Now, the consequence of it, mental and emotional consequences. Depression, anxiety, hallucination. When you are saying no, nothing anybody is saying. You just wake up, who's knocking the door? Nobody is knocking here. Who passed? Nobody passed. You know, you start getting mad. Your boss will just dismiss you because they can't keep some. Yes. Anybody that think you run away will be thinking spiritual. No. I don't say you want to smoke from your friend me. I know so you start testing. No spiritual, you don't need to come and take that. No. We are talking about us emotional. You become unstable. And it's not that you fail. No man want to marry tiger. No woman want to marry tiger. The sister never thought you don't grow up. You beat the sister. I never lay my hand on my wife. Never beat. It's my bad. Why? Something is there that make you feel easy to provoke substance. That's why you beat the sister, the pressure, there's this sister, there's a destiny helper that want to make you to get it right. If I didn't marry my wife, I might not be in this setup. Sincere confess, it's not here. She has been a lot of supporting resourceful support to the level I'm today. Based on that, if that sister got the through with you to marry, you have used the kind of your attitude and character because of the substance you are taking and the influence of that on you to chase her away. You are not getting it right anymore. Now you are not struggling. Now briefly, the another consequence is social consequences. A lot of social consequences is very heavy because loss of trust. You can't believe anybody again. Why you are your own? You stand alone, isolation, relationship collapse. What are we talking about? Crime and violence. You are driving. Now your motor is running like almost 140 of your kilometer. You kill yourself, you waste your destiny away. Why? Now, because you are coming from one club or you are going to one club. Now, spiritual consequences. You relationship between you and your God collapse. Because his eye cannot take it. You want to calm down and sober and say, Lord, guide me today. Power go ahead of me. You can say that. I always say it. You need to be focused with God. And who is abusing substance cannot be focused. It's detached. You see, when he was telling you about say praying, before she became what she is, she had invested prayers. That's why some battle has been fought before she got to the junction of the battle. Based on that, if you are abusing substance, you can never have source grace. Now, Ross down. I will conclude with this. Then I will get this in print. I will forward it to Brother Goke. She is going to put it on the office and the church platform. Anybody can download it there. Then we can read through. But we should know mental and emotion is their consequences, social consequences, spiritual consequences. And I can tell you now that in my conclusion, young people, your future is too valuable to waste to drop. And I can tell you, every decision you make today